Cue the intro.
Well, Kingdom Hearts 4 is a thing that's real and exists.
And I find that very hard to believe.
I think about when Kingdom Hearts 3 was announced back in 2013 and it took 6 years of development for us to finally get the game. It's one of those things that's hard to believe how much time has passed since. And before I get into my thoughts on the whole thing, let me know your thoughts on Kingdom Hearts 4. Do you love it, hate it, want certain changes to come in the next saga? You guys get really creative in the comments, so I love reading those. Also, like the video, helps the channel grow tremendously. Thank you so much. I want to start talking about the Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary event. It's super normal for Kingdom Hearts news to drop during Japan time. Like, I live on the East Coast in the United States, so like that is quite a time difference. And during this instance, it was one of those Kingdom Hearts sleepover situations, and overall there was just this feeling of excitement surrounding Kingdom Hearts. And I participated in none of that because I can't hang anymore. Like, I'm an old man. I can't stay up too late watching these things often.
I need my sleep.
But I woke up in the next morning and all the Kingdom Hearts content blessed me. It was really a beautiful sight to see on my toilet that morning. First things first, I need to talk about Kingdom Hearts Missing Links. In my hopes video, I talked about wanting a game exactly like it. It's basically a Kingdom Hearts Pokemon Go game where we can explore the worlds around them, and after being super burned out from the Union Cross designs, these are incredibly refreshing. Combat looks fun for a mobile game and looks like you'll be using various characters to use their abilities. I've always wanted something like this for a long time. It's literally a dream come true. For those of you who don't know, I adore Pokemon Go and I play every day, and it's a big reason of how I'm able to stay so fit. When the game dropped in 2016, I spent basically every day outside, and there hasn't been a summer experience in my life that has been able to compare. So to see Kingdom Hearts, my favorite franchise, jump into the geolocation game, I gotta support it. It seems like you collect these trophies that are models of classic characters, but I already know I'm dropping so much bread into this game. I didn't spend any money on Union Cross, but I do spend a lot of money on Pokemon Go. And Square Enix finally found a way for me to support their mobile Kingdom Hearts adventures. Also, it has a new and original story that takes place in Scala at Kylum. I just really want to reiterate how happy I am that we're getting away from Union Cross. Like, I know it's just another mobile title, but I feel like this one might be using its platform properly. Kingdom Hearts Union Cross could have ran on Nintendo Switch or any other portable device. Kingdom Hearts Missing Links looks like a Kingdom Hearts game with mobile gaming in mind. The outfits for the Keyblade wielders looks fantastic, and I cannot wait to start dressing myself.
Makeover! Makeover!
If they have even a fraction of the options they did in Union Cross, then we're gonna have content for days. And I'm someone who loves unlocking additional outfits in video games, and those are really all my thoughts on Kingdom Hearts Missing Links. I'm literally so excited to this. Square Enix, please invite me to that closed beta. I will be your #1 supporter for the rest of time, please. I hope, please. Please. And now, for the big one, Kingdom Hearts 4.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure,
stay calm.
everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
It doesn't even feel natural to say. Kingdom Hearts 4? Kingdom Hearts, like, 4? I think I've been alive for too long. First, it looks fantastic. Like, I don't need to be the one to tell you that. You all have eyes and you can clearly see that, but to see Kingdom Hearts jump into this hyper-realistic look is kind of jarring. I mean, I know it's because of Quadratum, because later in the trailer we see Donald and Goofy in their normal looks, but seeing Sora look like a real boy is wild.
I'm not a puppet.
I'm a real boy.
And I'm incredibly curious to see what Donald and Goofy would look like if they step into this world. The morning after the announcement, I was watching various clips on Twitter of people's reactions, and mind you, I only saw the trailer once while I was doing this. I checked Sarah Key's video, by the way. Go check her out. Fantastic content creator with a heart of gold. So I'm watching her whole video, and I noticed Sora has normal feet. Like, there's this money shot of Sora and his gorilla grippers, and my man's been wearing the Mickey Mouse 11s for years. I was a little shocked, to say the least. Speaking of shocking, what did they do to my boy's hair?
You're all done here, gorgeous.
All the magic, all the power, reduced to atoms. Look, I don't hate his hair. I really hate his hair. I'm kidding. I mean, I don't like it, but you know, it's not that deep. I think the rest of his outfit looks great in this world. The design is so much more simplified for Sora, and it just looks super sharp on him. It's all with the theme of Quadratum just being the real world. I also like how he has normal shoes. They're pretty clean, I'm not gonna lie. I might have to cop these if they sell them individually. And then bam, they open up with a shot of Strelitzia. And like, I'll be honest, I am not the biggest Union Cross stan, obviously. And as far as I'm concerned, she made her debut in Kingdom Hearts 3 as the little star. But I know she gets murked in that game, so the tea is scalding? Also, does she pay rent for this fantastic apartment? This place is gorgeous with a view of the city and a balcony. There's gonna be a side quest where Sora has to chip in for his half of the rent. That's the real Kingdom Hearts experience that I've been looking for. Then there's a sequence where a giant Heartless is attacking the city, and there's like real people trying to get away, and you see Sora running towards the danger. And I don't know what it is about this shot where Sora summons his Keyblade, but it's easily the best part of the trailer. I guess for the most part, this trailer doesn't really feel like a Kingdom Hearts trailer. It's much more realistic and grounded, so to see the Kingdom Key was kind of like seeing a familiar face. Also, he uses the Keyblade's keychain to swing around the map like Spider-Man. It's about time he finally did something with the chain, and I'm excited for what gameplay options are gonna go with it. Overall, this whole trailer just feels like Final Fantasy Versus 13. You know, the game Nomura really wanted to make, but it ended up being Final Fantasy 15. And while Versus 13 has still never seen the light of day, its influence is clearly here. The section where Sora is sliding through the glass hallway looks exactly like something out of Final Fantasy 13 Versus trailers. And I'll be honest, I'm a little skeptical about this, mainly because it seemed like Nomura was using Kingdom Hearts as a way to finally tell his Final Fantasy Versus 13 experience. I was worried because Kingdom Hearts might lose its own identity along the way. It's a series grounded in lighthearted content with some serious undertones, but now I'm just really happy for him. Like, I imagine wanting to create something special and then just having it taken away from me, and I'm glad Nomura is getting his chance to tell the story in a way that feels comfortable to him. And how it ends up transforming into the Kingdom Hearts narrative is pretty important to me. The combat even looks more mature. Could just be the way that the trailer was shot, but I'm really impressed with the future of Kingdom Hearts. With Donald and Goofy exploring the underworld, I think that's confirmed that this was Hades. I'm not 100% sure actually. There's obviously going to be a lot of Disney influence, but how much Disney is the real question? Will the majority of the game be spent in Quadratum? How is Sora going to leave? Does this reality have its own set of explorable Disney worlds? It's just one of those things where we don't have all the answers and people can theorize like crazy. Personally, I think Quadratum is going to act as this game's hub world, but who knows how Sora's going to leave?
That was unexpected.
They're clearly making it a big deal in the trailer. Speaking of, many people are saying that Star Wars is making its way to the series. In the trailer, there's a section at the beginning that looks like this forest planet. There's a frame where viewers can see the foot of a mech on the top right corner. It only appears for a few seconds, so it might be easy to miss, but so many people are making the connection that this is a Star Wars world, more so that this was Endor. I don't know much about Star Wars, but I do want their inclusion in the series. I feel like it would be an excellent change of pace, especially with the new look for reality, but that's just a small tease, and we could all be horribly wrong, truly. By the way, I just want to mention how much I love the term magic in the making. It appears at the end of the trailer as a way of saying now in development, and I think Square Enix knows they got memed into oblivion because of it, and magic in the making just sounds way better and more on brand for Kingdom Hearts. Then there's the new logo, which I really love the design of. The logo itself is sharp and a bit broody, kind of like how the game is presenting itself. Although I'm not really super crazy about the font. I guess I'm just used to the classic Kingdom Hearts font. I get they did this to signify a new era, but at the same time, Missing Links has the classic font. Obviously, making it the superior of the two Square Enix games that they announced. Obviously, I'm kidding. Regardless, this is a very different feeling going into a Kingdom Hearts game. With Kingdom Hearts 3, there were a lot of expectations because of what that game was. It was an attempt to conclude the Xehanort saga, which has been a long-running story for several years.
Took forever, but it was worth it.
It was a big deal for that game to finally release, and how people felt about it is ultimately up to them. For Kingdom Hearts 4, the feeling for me personally is a lot more passive. And it's not like I'm not excited, but because I'm comfortable waiting for this one. It has the opportunity to tell a new story with tons of new characters and settings, and this is essentially going to be Kingdom Hearts 1 of the new saga, and it has a lot of work to do to establish a threat for these next couple of adventures. I don't have any expectations for the quality of the game or the story. Now I'm just strapped in and ready to experience everything Square Enix has to offer. I'm ready for Kingdom Hearts 4, even though it's probably not coming out for a very long time. Actually, probably not that long. The game looked pretty clean in development, but who knows with these kind of things? I'm predicting a 2025 release. I feel like that's not too bad. 3 years from revealing to release would be a dream come true for a mainline Kingdom Hearts game. But overall, I'm ready to dive into the next saga with open arms. The road to Kingdom Hearts 4 begins now. So be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and stay awesome.